Okay, today we are back in the engine room and I will be doing some work on our water maker. There's our control panel for our old Offshore Marine Laboratories. I believe they're completely defunct and out of business and can't seem to find any information about what it is that we have here, but it still works. I have a solenoid valve that I need to replace, and this gauge is supposed to be at 0 right now, so I'm going to replace this gauge out, and we're going to do regular filter maintenance, which is going to be cleaning out the seawater strainer and replacing a primary and secondary seawater filter, and we'll put her back in service and make some more water. Ready? Here we go. It's looking good. It's can't see. It's all good. This smells a little fishy. Yeah, that's pretty gross. Definitely need to be cleaned for sure. Smells like dead fish. This one, not so bad. I need that O-ring. Five micron. 20 micron. So the 20 will go in the first filter, and the 5 will go in the second filter. Okay, here's my 5 micron. I'm just gonna pre-fill so that I don't have to deal with trying to siphon the pump. Yep, the fun part. Oh yeah. Okay, next, the 20 micron. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. It's only fresh water, no biggie. Okay. And then I just got to put the cover back on here. I'm going to tighten these down evenly. Just FYI. Alright, that's that. Alright. Let's go after the gauge. Okay, get a little further in here. Got to get in there anyway. Okay, this is what it looks like back here. Nothing too outrageous. And so here the gauge. And I just got to take that off and put the new one on. Alright, because I definitely don't want any leaks, especially of the saltwater kind, I'm going to use Teflon tape and pipe thread sealant. Do something like this, you want to make absolutely certain that you don't get any sealant, or even Teflon tape for that matter, over the flat orifice. You want it to be nice and pristine. Okay, that's that. Hopefully we don't get too much of a mess here. Okay. Out with the old and in with the new. That will get returned. I'm just using pliers because they were handy. I would definitely recommend using wrenches for this, not pliers, but I'm going to use pliers. Okay, so now I have to get this back in place and put the bezel back on, and then you're supposed to lift this little vent plunger here when you're finished with the installation. So I'm going to do that, and then we have to replace this solenoid which activates this valve. So what happens, up here is a sensor, and that senses whether we're got salty water or if the water is fresh and clean. When the water becomes fresh and clean, it activates this solenoid, which opens this valve, and then it allows the now fresh water to travel into our freshwater holding tank. This solenoid was bad and needs to be replaced. So we're going to do that, And we're going to do this, and we should be done. Alright, let's see how we did. Going into my sample bucket. Valve's open. Valve for the tank's closed. Now I turn up the pressure. Now I'll come back in a minute, test the water. Not bad. As long as it's well under 500, it's okay. 250 is good. I find that with this membrane that we still have, it might start around 273, and then the longer it runs, the cleaner it gets. Alright, making good water there. Pressure where I want it. I got positive pressure on the low water pressure side. Good quality. So, let's have a sample. Yep, that's good stuff. Alright, to the tank it goes. And then to shut it off, we just back this down, get rid of the pressure, switch these valves up, and shut it off. So we're gonna let this run. We're putting out about 10 gallons an hour. She's no speed demon, but it gets it done. That's it. We're up and running.